So far, we have seen that Siya returns to the villa with Manav and starts packing her few essential items. During this time, she makes an excuse to send Leela Ji to the kitchen and sneaks into Manav's room to steal some of his things. After that, she had made up her mind that this time, if anyone tries to belittle or trouble her, she would show them Siya, who has been prepared by Manav Bajaj himself, not the Siya they used to know. She was lost in her thoughts, and at that moment her face had very scary expressions. But when she comes to her senses due to the sound of cars coming from outside, she realizes that Manav has returned. So she quickly goes to the washroom, washes her face well with water, and then comes back as the same innocent, naive, mischievous Siya. Looking at her, it didn't seem at all that just a little while ago this was the same girl whose face had such terrifying, dangerous expressions. At this moment, there was an innocence in her eyes, but just a while ago, those same eyes had a fire, a passion, a great desire to destroy someone. After looking at herself in the mirror, applying a little light makeup, Siya comes out of the washroom. She sees Manav sitting on the bed. Seeing Manav, she doesn't think much, and directly sits in his lap, hugging him. Manav was still sitting the same way, just holding Siya with one hand to support her so that she wouldn't fall. After a long time of sitting quietly in each other's embrace, Siya, still hugging him, says, "I will be back in just a few days. I can't stay there for long. I will return here the day the doctor says that Grandpa's health is fine." Then she continues, "You will talk to me all the time. Whenever I call you, you will pick up my call and talk to me. After waking up in the morning, during breakfast, while eating, on your way to the office, yes, don't do it when I am in college. And at night, don't forget at all. At night, you will video call me because I can't sleep without seeing your snow-like face now. And you will obey every single thing I say. Come to meet me and spend time with me. Another thing, don't take advantage of my absence. Just like you always come home on time, come home exactly like that. Even if we are far apart, we will have our meals together, even if the places are different. You will take care of your health, not work too much, not smoke, and not drink. If I hear that you did something, didn't take care of yourself, I will get very angry with you." Manav was listening to all her words, but without replying. He asks in his cold voice, "Earlier you weren't ready to stay there, but now looking at you, it seems like you are very eager to go there. You can't wait." Hearing his question, a big devilish smile comes on Sia's face, and she says, "You are absolutely right, you grumpy. I can't wait. You know, earlier I didn't like staying there at all, seeing those people's faces every day, but now the conversations will be a little different. The circumstances will change, and some people's lives will change." Then, looking into Manav's eyes, she says, "Do you have faith in your Siya, whom you have nurtured and taught to fight for herself? This Siya is going to do a lot, going to create a lot of chaos. That's why, fixing his shirt collar, get ready to gather the chaos I create, because I am going to be unrestrained now. They say in a filmy style, I will take revenge on every enemy one by one." Seeing her antics, and after watching a film, a slight smile comes on Manav's face, and he says, "I will have to work a little to watch your movie. And what are you going to do?" Looking into his eyes, Siya rolls her eyes and excitedly says, "Just wait. Once I get there, I am going to strike like lightning, not as Siya. They will regret why they called me back. Just wait for the explosion. Manav was looking into her eyes, listening to everything she said, but his gaze kept drifting to Sia's lips, which were just moving while she spoke, adding more spice to everything. Siya kept wetting her lips by running her tongue over them. Seeing this, Manav feels himself losing control. He tries very hard to hold himself back, but he can't stop himself any longer and pulls Sia's neck from behind, bringing her face close to his, and places his rough lips on her lips. And with great passion, he starts kissing her. At first, Siya is taken aback, but slowly she gets carried away, and she doesn't even realize when her hands, which were on Manav's shoulder, move to his hair, and she starts caressing his hair. Manav was kissing her passionately. One hand was on her neck, and the other was moving around her waist. As time passed, the kiss became deeper and more passionate. When Manav tries to insert his tongue into her mouth, our Siya, being a novice, didn't know what to do. She was just feeling the kiss. Siya wasn't opening her mouth. Seeing this, Manav bites her lower lip, causing a slight pain to Siya, and a moan escapes her mouth. Taking advantage of this, Manav pushes his tongue into her mouth, savoring every corner of her mouth. While kissing, he starts to play with Sia's tongue in his mouth, and with every passing moment, Siya was feeling the increasing pressure on her lips even more. It was almost 25 minutes, and now Siya was having trouble breathing, or rather, she had no breath left. Her entire face had turned red, and she had started to struggle. Seeing this, finally, after kissing her lips hard, Manav pulls away from her. But when their lips are a little apart, a thin thread of saliva forms between their lips, and both notice this. Manav was looking into Sia's eyes, while Siya was looking down, feeling shy. No one was saying anything. The whole room was silent. And then, from outside, Leela Auntie's voice came, calling for Siya. When Siya hears Leela Auntie's voice, she suddenly pulls away from Manav and stands a little distance away, looking at herself. In a hurry, she starts to leave. Seeing this, Manav grabs her hand. Siya looks at him in surprise, then looks at her hand, and then at Manav's face. Manav says, "If you go down in this condition, everyone will understand everything. Then everyone will have to know what happened here, and I have no problem with that." When Manav says all this, Siya looks at herself in the large mirror of the dressing table beside her and can't believe that this is her. At this moment, Sia's hair was disheveled, her lips swollen, and there were light bite marks on them. Her entire face, neck, and ears had turned red, and her face was burning like a furnace. Seeing herself like this, she suddenly runs towards the bathroom and quickly locks herself inside. After taking a few deep breaths and calming herself down, she washes her face well with cold water. After washing her face with cold water a couple of times, which made her face a little normal, Siya then applies lip balm and lip gloss on her lips. This made the swelling look a little normal, and the bite marks were also not visible. It looked like she had tried some new lipstick. After looking at herself well in the mirror, she comes back into the room and, seeing Manav in the open, quickly rushes down to the kitchen because if she doesn't come out a little longer, Leela Auntie might find her right there.